So what happened in there?
So I wanted to get a quote obviously before we did anything and look at some fabrics and... Good morning.
Good morning.
From what was like once our favorite road.
We're on this little tiny street that you may remember was once this place that we used to love driving through because it was so green and there was such good vibes, and I drove through here one day with the drone and I was just like so amped because it was, I don't know, it's just so beautiful. Not anymore.
No, they've started harvesting and also rainy season has started, so it doesn't look as pretty.
No, it's not.
But we love eating rice, so it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. It's a win-win. We've been stuck inside for a couple of days because the rain has been so bad. What's the plan?
Well, we need to change over our bike because rainy season has started and our bike leaks real bad.
I'm currently sitting on a plastic bag. It's actually ridiculous.
Yeah, so we're gonna go switch that over, hopefully for a better one, who knows.
Yeah.
And then we're hoping to go to BeBe Tailor, which I think is it the most famous one?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, there's loads of tailors here, but this one has a really good reputation.
Hoi An's really famous for suits and clothing and all sorts of stuff being made. There's tailors like on every single corner, every single street, and we're gonna go and see what the process is to get something made for Stace. So we actually ended up with the same bike, but they somehow managed to replace this entire thing in the space of about 5 minutes, 10 minutes maybe. It's absolutely ridiculous. So we've come to a place called BeBe. This is the #1 spot, and we're gonna go and try and figure out some materials and some designs. I think it pays to come a little bit prepared. So Stacey's got a couple of photos of designs that she likes. The lady's just taking a look, and then I think they're going to look at materials. So this was the design, but things didn't exactly go to plan, and we're already back with banh mi and a Coke. So what happened in there?
So I wanted to get a quote obviously before we did anything and look at some fabrics, and she quoted between $60 US and $129 US, which
For that basic dress?
For a basic dress. So then I asked about the fabrics because obviously like a silk dress is going to push the price up quite a bit. So I just asked about something like really simple, like a cotton dress or something.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, and again she quoted 60, and I understand that BeBe's different because they're not like mass produced and they take a lot of care, and I've read like really great things about them.
But that is a lot more expensive than other places.
Yeah, so for me I just thought maybe that's not quite the right place, and I think also it's good to share the experience, even though it didn't work out the way that we kind of expected.
So I think going to a place like that, so BeBe is one of those situations where they're the most popular, but they're also the largest, the most commercial, and the most like savvy with their marketing. You find their brochures, it's in our reception.
Yeah. It's
in all of the hotels. So because of that reason they charge more, but the product that you get I think is really good.
Yeah, and I knew that going into it, but...
Didn't expect that though.
Yeah.
Because we've been quoted $15 at other places. Admittedly that might not be like good quality, or it might not be the right material, but there has to be a middle ground.
Yeah, which hopefully we can find.
And if we do, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
So yesterday didn't exactly go to plan. We haven't been up to a hell of a lot this morning other than a quick gym session and finding a really tiny kitten floating around in our accommodation here. We've got a new neighbor.
So tiny.
Oh my god, she's so small. Hi. Little kitty. Hey, have you seen yourself? Have a look, who's that? So we've since spoken to some locals and found out in a couple of local Facebook groups and expat groups that BeBe is in fact really highly rated, and the quality that you get is amazing. For us though, because we travel full time, we're not really into the material things, and when we only pay $400 a month to live here, it just doesn't really stack up to spend that sort of money. So I hope we don't get any hate. That's just the way that it is. We were also given some recommendations since for a couple of places that come really highly rated, that have good quality, that we have spoken to and have quoted us between $25 and $40 depending on materials. So we found the middle ground. It does exist, but it just depends what you personally would be willing to do. Actually, speaking of our accommodation here, I realize I haven't shown it from above yet, which is really good timing because behind the scenes stuff, I'm out here down by the river sorting out our third travel member. Some of you may not have met. This is Jerome the drone. He doesn't come standard with this. This is the tattoo I've given him, carbon fiber. He travels everywhere with us and on our expeditions, of course. Tomorrow we're going to a place called Misan or My San, which is some ancient Vietnamese ruins with a cool company and these awesome 4x4 Jeeps, so check back for that one. But because I've messed around with some of the settings and done some firmware updates, I need to just make sure that I get the footage all nice and crisp. So I'm going to do a fly now on the default settings and then have a bit of a play around so that it's all ready to go for tomorrow.
That looks so good.
So it's a few hours later now and we have just been answering a whole bunch of questions that you guys have been putting on the vlogs, and a lot of them were about the burgers that we had in Da Nang, and then we started thinking, yeah, I could eat a burger right now. And then we remembered there's this place called Circle and they do a Juicy Lucy burger with peanut butter and bacon. We're gonna check it out. So awesome seeing American style burgers being cooked in Vietnam with chopsticks. So they were flipping the bacon and the burger patty with chopsticks. So awesome to see. They smell amazing. We've actually come back to Dingo Deli, which we've shown you guys before, because we're going to grab some quick treats as well. We can't help ourselves. This is my jam, slightly salted caramel fudge, and Stace is addicted to the caramel walnut. So we've got a massive feed here. This is all about, I think about $15 US. Just about to try the peanut butter one. Wow, that's actually incredible. I thought it would be way more like peanut butter. It's not. It's just like it's just a really thin layer.
Just a hint.
But that's just a hint. Yeah, but the burger itself is absolutely awesome.
It smells so good.
Yeah. Food coma now.
We ate that so fast.
That was a really poor review. I was trying to be like all a food critic and stuff and be like, yeah, it's all good. And I had no words because I was just
good
so
and
stuffed.
stuff.
But that was actually really nice. It was a nice change to have some peanut butter and something, because we haven't had a lot of that stuff. And the burgers were just on point as well. Juicy, cooked with chopsticks, that is the traditional way would be. So I realized as well, looking at the map in Circle there, that we have now confirmed our travel plans, but we haven't really talked too much about it. Have we? I don't think we've mentioned it.
No, I don't think we have.
So we'll do an update on that in the video coming up also. Like today hasn't been super action packed because things haven't necessarily gone to plan, but My San tomorrow will be awesome. So the next vlog is definitely going to be one to see, especially in the Jeeps that we're going in as well. For now, we're going to sit down and have our desserts. I think we're going to watch Inception on Netflix because that is 100% my favorite movie. I think I've seen it like 5 times. I give it a break for like 6 months in between before I watch it again. And then later on tonight, the All Blacks are on. I'm a big rugby fan. Stacey's become a big rugby fan. And they're playing in South Africa, so for us, it's a perfect time to watch late at night. So for this video, that's a wrap. We will catch you in the next one at My San, whatever it is.
We'll figure that out.
And we'll chat to you in the comments. See you guys.
Bye.